Cowboys 17H Michael Hogue, The Dallas Morning News staff illustration by Michael Hogue. By Brandon George, John Machota and Kate Hairopoulos. With the 2018 NFL Draft and Jason Witten's retirement behind us and Cowboys rookie minicamp approaching this weekend, our panel of beat writers gets back together to discuss other off-season topics in this week's Cowboys Roundtable. Question: We'll know more after OTAs and training camp, but what are the realistic expectations for tight end Rico Gathers? Brandon George: It's time for the Cowboys to either put Rico Gathers on the field in the regular season or move on from him. They've been patient with Gathers to give him a chance to learn the NFL and become a more complete player. They know his ability to catch the football is his strength, but he needed to become a better blocker and learn the offense more after not having played football since the 8th grade. With Jason Witten now retired, the Cowboys need Gathers to become a part of their offense. Realistically, the Cowboys will likely spot him at times in positions he's more comfortable in, such as a big target in the red zone, and see how he handles that before giving him more responsibilities in the offense. John Machota: It's interesting that whenever someone from the Cowboys is asked about the tight end position, Gathers' name is usually mentioned last when running down the depth chart. He has to have a strong camp and a good preseason showing for me to think he'll be in the mix this season. He can obviously catch the ball. He's already a legitimate red zone threat in the passing game. But there are so many other aspects of playing the position that he'll need to improve on for the coaching staff to feel comfortable putting him out there. It's realistic to think he improves in some of those other areas and gets opportunities with the first team leading into the regular season. It's how he handles those reps that will determine if he's a part of the game plan in September. Way too early. Dallas Cowboys 53-man roster projection. Kate Hairopoulos: The hype and the hope have been great for Rico Gathers since the Cowboys used their last pick on the former basketball power forward in the 2016 draft. Yet, 2 seasons have come and gone and he still hasn't appeared in a regular season game. No question that the concussion suffered in training camp last summer served as a serious setback. He wasn't around the team for a long time, somewhat mysteriously. Gathers is back now and working with the team. We know he's a big target. Throw the ball up and let him go get it. What still remains to be seen is how much he can pick up the nuances of the game, the blocks, the pass game and the run game. There is a lot to learn, and earn the trust of the coaches to be part of the game day roster. Q: Are you surprised Dez Bryant hasn't found a new team yet? When do you expect him to find a home, and what sort of contract do you expect him to get? George: Yes, I am somewhat surprised Dez Bryant hasn't found a new team yet. But he wasn't helped by the Cowboys being released so late in free agency and so close to the draft that teams were locked in on that, and had moved past adding veterans. He's also not helped by an inexperienced agent. His agent should have known his market better and pushed him to accept Baltimore's 3-year, $21 million offer. Bryant thrives in a structured environment and would really help himself by going through his new team's full off-season program. I would think he'd find that new home by the end of May, but will have to settle for a 1-year incentive-lace deal. Machota: I am surprised. I thought multiple teams would be interested and he'd be signed by now. Reportedly, the interest just hasn't been there. Unlike some, I think he still has tread left on his tires and he'll be able to help the team immediately, especially in the red zone. I'd be stunned if he isn't with the team by the start of training camp. I expect him to eventually get the 1-year deal he's reportedly looking for. It might not be for a big number, but that would give him a chance to show he's still got it. He'd then be able to get a better deal next year when free agency starts. Hairopoulos, we are closing in on a month since Brian left the Star behind. I'm a bit surprised nothing has been worked out yet, but that could have to do with Bryant having expectations that fit his needs more than another team's. That could all change as minicamps get started and training camps near. Needs will emerge or become clearer for both. Something, likely an incentive-heavy deal, will be reached. Bryant will get the chance to have a prove-it season, as he reportedly wants, but will it come with a team and defense that suits that strategy?